This is not.
It's coming. It's coming.
But I love the not just an entry in the resume.
Yeah.
And so I'm thinking of two things. So I want to share a little bit more about my story because I think it'd be helpful because there was something that jumped out. So when I lost my husband 2 years ago, I had two friends in Nashville, 4 if you counted their wives. I was in a very bad financial state, and I had really gotten pretty far removed from who I was professionally. And those past Wendy's are pretty freaking amazing. But I lost all of that over the last 20 years and certainly over the last 3 years at that point. And so I was starting from scratch for all the things at the same time. And I had made a decision before his diagnosis that I was going to stop management consulting and just do coaching. And so I just kind of went about, well, how does that become my full income? But the journey has been fascinating. It has been fascinating looking back at all the different Wendy's, mourning the Wendy I lost in what was actually a lovely marriage, but I still lost that Wendy. Yeah. And then how do I build an entire life? And we're at just about 2 years. And I've just had the best 2 months business wise, but the best month emotionally and socially in that time. And it's a lot of work, but that looking at all of those things. So I'm talking about that identity from past lives. And one of the things I first was looking at is who was I when I met him? And what part of that person do I want back?
Yes. Well, and let's see if this name fits that, but sort of like values realignment. Like, what values do you want to pick and choose from past Wendy's to take into now? Right.
Yes. And what do I want to add that's never been there? Yeah. And that's fascinating.
Yeah.
It is fascinating the shifts that have come from intentionally listening and intentionally creating space and intentionally saying, and I literally said this to a client today. I said, and she's someone who lost a job of 25 years and, other stuff in your life. And she did the most amazing job. I had her go and do a home retreat and come up with ideas of things she might want to do next. And she did it the way I would have done it if she'd done it at my home when I do founders retreats, with colored Post-its for each of 4 categories, and then put it in a PowerPoint and presented it to me visually.
Yes, she did.
Oh, yes. But it's amazing. 4 very different paths. And she really looked at the pros and cons, but she did both brains. It was the most powerful thing. And one of the things I kept saying to her is, what does you now want? What do you now want? The you now. You get to decide. This is an opportunity to create your next piece. And she's in the same decade I'm in. And it's like, what do you want now? It was just the most powerful conversation. And it happened today, a few hours ago. Of course.
Powerful. Oh.
Yes.
Just powerful.